Welcome to DC Trending News, the leading news channel about world political events. Today's news: Russia loses 2. Zelensky criticizes Putin because Russia loses 5 for every Ukrainian. Vladimir Putin is suffering a major setback in the war as tens of thousands of Russian soldiers die, Volodymyr Zelensky claims. Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky, in a wide-ranging interview with NBC, blasted the attempt by Russian troops led by Vladimir Putin to invade all of Ukraine. As the war in Ukraine continues to stall, the death toll continues to rise on both the Russian and Ukrainian sides. Although the exact number of casualties is difficult to estimate, most reports indicate that Russian forces have suffered more casualties than Ukrainian forces. President Zelensky confirmed the figures on NBC, saying, "Where we lose 1 tank, they lose 5 tanks. This is the way we fight. But you have to be fair and admit that it's difficult for us. One has to understand that not only we are losing, Russia is also losing. Where we lose 1 person, Russia loses 5 people." Ukrainian authorities estimate that 35,000 Russian soldiers have died since the war began, while Ukraine has suffered only 10,000 casualties. Senior Ukrainian presidential advisor Mikhailo Podolyak told the BBC that the number of Ukrainian dead on the front line was between 100 and 200 a day, while the exact death toll remains unknown. Officials and reports have cited higher numbers in recent weeks as Ukrainian forces struggle to hold the front line in the eastern Donbas region. The Donbas has now become the epicenter of the war, where Russian forces are focusing their efforts after failing to capture the capital Kiev. Russian troops had made no significant progress in the region since the fighting began in 2014. President Putin then justified the attack with a conspiracy, claiming that President Zelensky's neo-Nazi regime was killing Russian-backed separatists in the Donbas. President Zelensky rejected the conspiracy used by Putin's regime to justify the attacks on the Donbas region in 2014 and on Ukraine as a whole in late February. They demonized Ukraine by saying there are Nazis here. What kind of Nazis? They know that my family is Jewish, that I have Jewish blood, and that my family was tortured by the Nazis during the Second World War, he said. On his hopes for a possible post-war Ukraine, Zelensky said Ukraine would emerge stronger and united. After me, there will be a united Ukraine, a united people. And that is what is happening now. Our people are no longer divided by where they come from, be it from the west, from the center, or from the Donbas. We are all united, and this war has united us. That is true. Now fears are growing that the war may spread beyond Ukraine's borders. Finnish Foreign Minister Pekka Haavisto told CNN that war in Europe was, of course, a possibility. And that's why it's so important to support Ukraine right now, he said. They can maintain the situation, and in that sense they can win this battle. I think they are, of course, morally on top of their game. They are very united. They need our support, he added.